Brace yourself for Raw Flow by Andrea podcast. This is a safe space to listen and grow together. I will share real life stories, intimate moments of grace straight from my journal, and exciting, honest poetry. This may touch on sensitive topics that could stir up past memories or emotions. Please be mindful of your well-being as you listen. If you need support, I encourage you to reach out to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or even me via email. Most importantly, I invite you to pray before listening and speak life over yourself. Remember, you always have a friend in Jesus. You are loved beyond measure, and your healing matters.
No chase. I stopped chasing. It was an addiction at one point, willing to steal time just to get what was already mine, until the day came and broke the darkness, a stillness reinforced and engaged with me as if we had been waiting to meet. The unplanned arrival of an answered prayer dismissed my insecurities with a pleasant discrepancy that did not agree with the inner negative Nancy that whispered disrespectful things. Though I nodded in agreement, still I rushed to an end I had in mind because I felt confined learning to become wise. Really, I'd rather be denied by what I left, bleeding through my chest. So I would gather myself and rush forward with this intense feeling that the mission could be completed as soon as possible. Running faster than a track star, I'm thinking I'm invincible. Not considering that forcing my blessings or pushing the answered prayer could make things in a certain environment hostile. Slow me down reminded me that allowing God to slowly pour out greatness abundantly would bless more than just me. Chasing would leave me misleadingly. Retrospectively, I am here to say, chase no season, no sanity, no future, no opportunity. When it comes to you, do not be burdened with the excitement that you overlook the reality, but yet you let it flow to you, grow for you, to be poured into, and a good nutrients for you, to be held by you. Because what's not for you is chased by many, and what's for you is received by few. No chase. Now that you've heard one of my raw flow poems, I would love to just explain it to you and give you a little background and some insight regarding its full meaning directly from me. It's not often that you get the opportunity to hear what the poet, the author, really actually meant by their lines and their stanzas and their position in the poem. So I hope that you're ready for this enlightenment. Also, please do excuse me because your girl is not feeling the greatest. My health right now is not where I would like it to be. However, I'm still here, still choosing to be raw and to flow. So no chase is something that is more than just a declaration. Sometimes we chase things because we want them so badly, right? Yet it's time to wait. Sometimes it's not time to have them. There's a growing that is required, a stretching, and even a shedding that must take place first. Still, we think we are behind or missing out on something, or that, as people say, we aren't doing enough. So when you finally come out of that darkened world that tells you to chase a bag, a man, or a woman, or to hurry up and accept a job or career that leaves you feeling depleted, unfulfilled, and worthless, something happens. You start to realize that you're unique and different for a reason, right? You begin to honor who God created you to be, and you start to love yourself differently, which means you also get to reintroduce yourself to you. Answered prayers always come in ways we don't expect. Even the prayers we didn't get to utter or say, they still happen. So in this poem, you get to see that as these answered prayers show up in the morning and at the dawn of a new day, they come with mercy and love, comforting you, holding you, reminding you that you aren't alone, that negative thoughts aren't true, and that you are a gift to this universe. Even in those moments of reassurance, there's still something that plays in our mind. And in this poem, you'll see that what I'm explaining is that our hippocampus allows us to go back to believe the past things someone once spoke, or that we see in the outside world is who we need to be, but that's not true. So sometimes we dismiss the truth because we've learned that truth hurts, and hurting brings an adrenaline rush. So we get high and fight against wisdom, or we leave wisdom behind, rushing to what we believe is good timing because we want to be in control for once, even after accepting that answered prayers are always on time, right? We look back for too long, and sadly, many times we'd rather be where we feel comfortable. Why? I don't know. Where we're used to being hurt, forced to move too quickly, and comforted by lies, telling ourselves, this is it. This is life. I can get this done on my own, in my time, and the way I want it. Knowing deep inside, that's not true. I say no chase because the more we chase, the less we breathe. There have been times I thought nothing could go wrong. And even if it did, I was prepared to handle it until the heartbreak, the humiliation, or even the fall, because pride really does come before a fall, y'all. Forcing my blessings in ways that were harmful to all. Trying to forge answered prayers as if it's something I could do for myself outside of faith, love, and obedience. Before I knew it, I found myself in spaces that were unsafe. So of course my nervous system was wrecked. My heart was sick because hope deferred really does make the heart sick. I have a saying I remind myself of, it's not about you. So in this poem, by the end of it, I'm explaining that almost all blessings and answered prayers aren't just for us. They're for others to witness and for generations to benefit from. So forcing them is like leading yourself on, then being startled by the negative impact. If you want positive impact, you have to allow God to lead. Not chasing is about walking by faith and running the race set before you. Exciting things happening for us can be celebrated with gratefulness, but don't be distracted by the excitement. Answered prayers and blessings don't stop there. They keep flowing. They come with more. To whom much is given, much is required. We've heard this before. The car, the marriage, the family, the high title in your job, church, or community. Blessings are to be handled with care and answered prayers with the utmost respect for those who touched them, prayed with you, and agreed with you. There is a level of selflessness that comes with this. So let everything you give and receive in this world be natural, authentic, and pure. Don't let it be forced or chased. If it's for you, you'll know. Because when you ask God for peace in it, peace will be part of the answered prayer. And in those very last lines of the poem, you recognize that many are called and few are chosen. And in that moment, when you realize you're truly chosen for a particular blessing or prayer, you'll accept it with a glow. Because while many others may have handled it differently, you are the one for it. And taking your time doesn't mean being stagnant. It means you endured patiently. So I hope you enjoyed the poem, but also the explanation. As this is the poem you've just listened to, no chase, being even explained. I really hope that you've taken a lot from it and that you remember you don't have to chase your blessings or your answered prayers. They're all yours for a reason with your name on it. Come back for more.
Thank you for allowing me to be raw and flowing with me today on this episode of Raw Flow by Andrea. Some things may have resonated, so I invite you to embrace it and carry it gently. And hey, do me a favor, connect with me on social media, all platforms Raw Flow, where I share more and keep you updated. Don't be afraid to reach out, send a gentle message, or share this episode with someone who may need it. Until next time, remember, your voice matters too. Grace and peace.